A mom-turned-soldier jumps at the opportunity to cross into enemy lines to be reunited with her daughter. Her mission, travel with the team to deliver a powerful superweapon that will change the game in their favor. What's the catch? They must travel by ice skates. Hey everyone, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc and Abel, joined once again by Mr. Ale Panetta, and today we'll be reviewing Black Crab, directed by Adam Berg.
A child is lost. A package needs the transporter. I mean, it needs to be transported. We are thrust back into the war of tomorrow. Noomi Rapace stars in Taken, a transporter story. I'm kidding. The actual title of this movie is Black Crab. Seriously.
Because they got to ice skate like crabs along the... Was it a giant river? Was it an ocean?
No, it was the ocean. It was the
ocean?
open... It was an archipelago.
Archipelago. I don't know. I was writing this, I'm like, are they over the ocean? How big is this? And why can't they just like helicopter across? Because it seems like everyone else is going back and forth.
Yeah, everyone has helicopters. Like, did helicopters just not happen for them?
I don't know. I'm gonna let you start on this movie. Then I'll tell you my 2 cents. Because you seem very by text. He's like, oh my god, this movie movie made me sick.
And not the way you'd expect.
Yeah.
Just. Oh my god, the one threw me totally off that it was a dub, because we've seen Noomi Rapace speak English, and
you know what? In all our Noomi Rapace movies that we've reviewed were all in
dub.
No, they were all the Ada.
Oh right.
What's it called?
What is that? Norwegian?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was. What the hell is it called? Now it's killing me because we liked.
Had feelings about.
No, I want to know what it was called.
I have no idea. My brain. Icelandic.
It was called Lamb.
Lamb. There we go.
Yeah.
I could go for some lamb.
I know.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, man. Noomi Rapace, because she can't keep her kids in line.
Dude, man. So this is the second movie we watched with her where things are just happening to her children. And using the word children very loosely for the first one there.
I know.
But this movie just... It won the dub. Didn't take away from it, but didn't help it out either, because there are some of the characters that had these hard, trying to be super, I'm a cowboy, I'm going to go do things on ice skates.
I was always waiting for Will Ferrell to come in with John Hader to like, okay, guys, I'm going to take care of this. We're going to get this bomb to the other side of the freeway.
And their fabulous freaking
outfits, yeah.
Oh, man. So, like Marcus said at the intro here is... She is tasked with this insurmountable feat of traveling across the open ocean, which just so happens to be frozen at this very time for the first time in 37 years. Actually, in 30-something years per whatever they said, their captain. But so apparently
he's the captain.
Yeah, he's the captain now. So apparently some kind of war broke out against this faceless enemy that we are not privy to the entirety of this movie.
Yes, which is weird because the way the movie starts in the prologue, Noomi Rapace is in a car with her daughter.
Yep.
And it almost looks like normal world.
Yeah.
But as we kind of come to learn that like the world was already going to shit.
Yeah.
But in this part where the military comes and takes her daughter, and I guess takes them both, but she gets out somehow one day.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
We think it's one day. And then I'm
like one day, like in the future, because they smash cut to like time later, you know. But that's pretty much the prologue.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth in this movie, and if you don't listen to it, which was hard to do with this movie, you wouldn't realize the time, the length at which the time jump happened. It was a 5-year gap from when that point happened, where her daughter was taken, and she shows up in this freight train car. And they're like, you, and you're like, wait, she's dressed in civilian clothes, and then she gets up and she has AK something or other.
Yeah, I think it was
to her hip.
It was MP5, maybe.
I think it was MP5.
Yeah, but the thing about this movie, it was not tonally put together right. I feel like this movie took itself way too seriously with the plot that was going to happen, because there was some setup to a better movie, because in the beginning when they meet the team, he's like, this is like Hombre. He's like, he used to ice skate for I don't know their names. I really don't. This is this other dude. They did say like he used to ice skate, or he was like a professional hockey player at some point, and then like they kind of skirt through these little like Like it's not even like plot points, right?
Yeah, not at all.
And the other thing is Noomi Rapace. They kept saying that I think her character's Caroline. That they just mentioned like she could ice skate, but they didn't say like the
like they make this weird like kind of aloof mention that you know your past or something, and she's like, I don't want to go there again. I'm like, what? Go where?
You ever see South Park with Butters where he was the tap dancing champion until like he tap danced and then his shoe fell and killed everyone in the stadium?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That's what this movie needed. I know it sounds dumb, but this movie should have been called. This movie should have been called XXX Operation Black Crab or something like that. Because
honestly, it would have worked better.
It would have worked better. Maybe not necessarily a XXX movie, but definitely a tongue-in-cheek camp movie.
Yeah,
these guys should have been like the Kings. They should have been They should have been a legit hockey team.
Yeah,
like Armageddon. Remember they pulled the oil drillers out.
Exactly.
They should have pulled the actual hockey team out of retirement.
This felt about as ragtag as the Mighty Ducks kids.
Yeah, but it was played super seriously.
And it was so weird to watch.
It was boring and serious.
It was so freaking boring.
And the dialogue, this movie should...
And the thing is, I don't know if it was just because it was maybe something was lost in translation, but I feel like nothing really was. It was just...
It was missing fun.
Yeah.
This movie was missing fun. Yeah. And they should have had the hockey team. And like, I don't care, have Will Ferrell in it. Like,
you know what it was? They filmed this movie... And now that I'm talking about it, I feel like they filmed this movie to make it seem more like in the tone of Children of Men. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, super dark and sad.
Yeah, but that movie was tonally fantastic. Man, it was great.
Yeah, and then there were a lot of points in this movie where I was thinking like, oh, they're trying to be 28 Days Later.
Yes.
And I was almost thinking like, are they fighting zombies?
Yeah.
But they're not fighting zombies. They are fighting somebody and they're
and they're losing.
I never saw Tenet. Which I feel bad about, but
same here.
But the thing about it, I think there are scenes where like in the background he's him, like it's about time travel, right?
Yeah.
So he's in the foreground, but he's also in the background fighting another army, but you don't realize that till like later on or something. Yeah. They should have done like stuff like that in this movie. This movie did not have a catch.
It had so many potential grabs, like literally, it was reaching for potential. But every time it would interject something stupid, like a dry one-liner that wasn't even funny. It was just so classic Steven Seagal superhero movie. That's what it felt like.
Under Siege. Yeah. Under Siege 4 Black Crab.
Hard to kill. Just like the crab.
But they needed an injection of character and fun in this movie. They needed the hockey team. It should have been the Mighty Ducks crossing the...
Exactly, man. I mean, they were literally on ice skates. So we're not kidding. The movie they're literally on ice skates for about 80% of this movie.
Apparently they have to ice skate like crabs across the ocean.
So apparently that means Zoidberging across.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that does suck about that I was also thinking is that sometimes the action lands, the acting lands, but what's keeping it together does not.
Yes, it was so weird
because there were some good kills in it, and there were some. There was one. Okay, so let's get into the plot.
The kills were pretty thick, by the way.
They were good. There was some good,
gory,
good gory stuff. Good. Sooner or later they got ice skate over the ocean, so the ice is going to break. Oh no, they got to save the person and they got to save the thing or whatever. Yeah. So that there's some predictable action there that lands, but it just who cares, in the end. So there's a team, right?
Yes.
And they're put together, and then Noomi Rapace is the I don't know if she's not necessarily the leader, but she's part of the team, and we don't know her history apparently, and I couldn't find it.
We don't really know anyone's history.
Well, they did say some of them were hockey players. That's why I was thinking they should have went like full
hockey,
full XXX hockey hockey adventure.
It's like they were doing Sunday League hockey players.
Yeah, but it was very. It almost the way they introduced it almost didn't seem like it was part of the story.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know how these people were there. And then there was even a scene like very early on where Noomi Rapace is delivering something with some dude in a truck, but then they get ambushed, but the dude in the truck disappears and appears later on. Yes. What the hell was up with that?
So this
is me doing this scene.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Like, did he just ambush her? Did he? So, but because wasn't he part of the team later?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Fred, where'd you go?
And someone went missing also. That's how he happened to get this spot.
Yeah.
That's what I caught, but
there's a lot of weird things missing.
Yeah, so let's get into this thing. I feel like we've been talking about it. Now that we've shared what we feel before we actually break into this guy is so Noomi Rapace is
Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann the transporter. So she yeah. So
they turned the freckle number to 40.
My God, and give her red curly hair.
Red curly.
We're not kidding. That really happened.
The Raggedy Android.
So let's take a tally here. So she loses daughter at the intro. Somehow she shows up. She is now Sarah Connor 2.0. And now she gets picked up by this dude who's like, all right, you got to come with me. So it's just him in a Hummer. Yep. And he's like, all right, we're going to the base. And she's like, this isn't the way to the base. And he doesn't acknowledge it. He just pulls over in the middle of freaking nowhere, hardware zone.
It was like a back alley in a war-torn city.
Yes, like it looked like a bunch of airplane hangars that were super tight together. And so she drops him off so he goes into this room. She gets out of the car or whatever, the Humvee.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this dude just tries to come and shoot her in the back of the head. She shanks him in the leg. She ends up shooting him in the face or chest, whatever. Shoots some lady who's trying to ambush her. Shoots another dude from under the Humvee. Mind you, I counted. She actually didn't go through a full clip. I think she had like 2 rounds left.
But still, like the whole...
It's so ridiculous.
It came out of nowhere. She killed everybody.
So she gets back in the Humvee and goes to the base.
Drives away.
Yeah. The guy, nowhere to be found. Still missing.
We don't know where he went.
Yeah. So now she goes and she's told, all right, you're part of this team now. Go and sit down. We're going to get the other team members ready. And that's where all the fun begins.
Well, they tell her because she doesn't want to join because apparently her ice skating past is so elusive. We didn't even include it in the story of this movie that I could catch.
Skates melt ice.
Yeah. She's butters on the ice skates, but we didn't.
Too dangerous.
She's the secret weapon. She's Wonder Woman in this story. She's gonna fight the Russians round 1.
Exactly.
But her carrot and stick is that they know where her daughter is, and apparently she's on the other side.
She's exactly where they need her to go.
And she's exactly where they need her to go. And it turns out that the only way to cross this ice mass, is by ice skates.
By ice skates, and to transport these 2 containers that will shift the war.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, shift the war. Absolutely. And they got to move like crabs because they won't be detected that way.
I wish we could have Zoidberg just sideways scrolling across the screen. We need to get that sound now.
Shut up and take my money.
That's as close as I can get to Zoidberg.
Yeah. So these people... Yeah. They cross, and then was the guy who abandoned her, because I didn't even rewind it. So was the guy who abandoned her part of their team?
Yeah, so he happened to show up just as they were going to go sit down and meet with their major or whoever this guy is. And people are like, hey, where's this other guy? He's missing. He's like, oh, I'm taking his place. It's like no one explains why, and no one seemed to care enough. They're like, oh, okay. Chocolate is as chocolate does.
It was pretty weird. And so there's a team, there's demolition expert, there's that guy who abandoned her. Yeah. There's a guy who's probably a traitor.
Yeah.
Who nobody trusts.
Yeah.
And then there's another guy. I don't know, there's a couple of peons. There's a sniper who was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
From what I remember. And they just start ice skating. Like, it looks so dumb. I was waiting for like Will Ferrell and John Hader to like start doing spins and like,
and no joke, within like what? I don't know.
A few
5
moments.
Yeah. The
demolition
leader,
expert,
the
leader or something. Yeah,
this chick who had like Scarface.
Yeah,
she got like acid face or something. She immediately sinks to her death.
Yeah, she's like ice skates and what? She goes in the water. But here's the thing: she dies instantly.
Yes,
she died, and I only say that because Noomi Rapace jumped in to get like the bombs from her.
Yeah,
from her dead body.
Back. Yeah, so Noomi Rapace had enough time to slide in, go under the ice, swim, cut off the backpack she's wearing, and then come straight back.
Meanwhile, like leader lady was literally just ice skating. The thing broke in. That's it. But we see her body like floating, or not floating, but like sinking into the abyss.
Yeah.
Like shortly after there.
It's like, man, that was a lot to take in.
She just got like written out of the movie there.
You're trying to make up, or you're trying to catch up to all the ice skating action, and all of a sudden, death.
Oh my God! Deliver the packages, ice skaters, save the detonators.
So a lot of this movie is, it really is just infighting, and of course, everyone's going to die. Like not everyone, but the majority of the team is going to die because this is very Saving Private Ryan. The titular characters are going to die.
Yeah, and they had what do you call it? They had cool visuals of frozen people in the ice, like Titanic, where like they froze.
Yeah, that was pretty macabre.
That was pretty creepy. And then there was probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It reminded me of Logan and the Apocalypse Now Redux, where they ended up at some family's house having breakfast. Okay, so here's the other thing about this movie is we don't know who the villains, who they're at war with, and they never fully explain it.
And we don't know who the protagonists are. We don't know which country they represent.
Yeah, it was so vague as to what was going on. And to me, this like husband and wife like couple. Like elderly couple in a regular house that doesn't seem war.
Yeah, on this like abandoned little island.
Yeah,
and the reason they got there is because they were hustling because the enemy came in a Apache and was trying to spot them on the ice and somehow didn't manage to spot any of them.
We need to call the enemy Cobra Command or something.
They are so the
Cobra Command
sent their Cobra Commandos.
Yeah.
And of course they suck at finding people who are just on ice skates.
Yeah.
They have a freaking military grade helicopter with infrared.
Oh my God, this stupid movie. But anyway, at this couple's house, I forget what they say, but someone sets somebody off. And they notice that the old dude's got a gun or something.
Yeah, so
right?
I think what is it? Noomi Rapace's character, whatever the heck her name is,
Caroline.
Caroline.
This isn't Ada and Orloff.
Oh man! Oh, that was terrible. Yeah. So
whatever his name was.
And the mouth keeps moving, but the sound stops.
Yeah, sound stops. Don't feed her that. She eats people food.
Please watch our lamb review. It's too good. We even have a short clip on our Instagram, Clubhouse Movies Podcast.
Dude.
So she drops something because of course she drops something, happens to do this lean thing, reaches under the table. I was reaching under the table just now. And she sees this Mac 10 just locked and loaded hanging underneath the kitchen table.
Yeah, and she's
just like, no.
Yeah, they were just like, no. And then a big shootout happens. And
the old guy's like, F this.
Yeah, the dude who they thought was a traitor he got his face blown off, partially blown off, but like it turns out he really wasn't a traitor because his like radio was going off and his wife was on the other line.
He was legit trying to flag down his girl who he thought died in this explosion.
Yeah.
And then he gets shot in the face and mere moments later, she is getting through to the radio. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was something.
Then they ended up at some transport boat. They ice skate to like the next place.
So it's just like sunken, like it looked like a sunken cruise ship or something.
It was
or a ferry.
Yeah, it was probably a ferry because there were a lot of cars in it, from what I remember.
Oh, right.
And that's where somehow they have to open one, or they figure out what's inside the canisters. It's actually like VX gas or something.
Yeah, it's some crazy little
bioweapon.
Yeah, some crazy little vaccine. I mean, it's some crazy little vial.
Yeah. So they come to the conclusion that this bioweapon is actually meant to just reduce the population like completely.
Yes. So it doesn't matter. The reason it doesn't matter. Both sides will lose. Mm-hmm. So that's the whole end game here.
Yeah, and Noomi Rapace doesn't care. Caroline doesn't care because she's still going to see her daughter.
Yeah. And guess who's delivering this freaking news? The guy who suspiciously dropped her off to get ambushed. And the guy who suspiciously showed up to become one of the teammates, he's now this like knight in shining armor. He's like, no, we must save the human race. We must not release this. And we're like, dude, where did you come from?
Yeah. So there's
Cotton Eye Joe.
There's like him and there's like a couple other people who joined Noomi Rapace, and they end up at a bunker. Like it's just it's almost like Fort MacArthur, just a bunker somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention also.
Yeah.
The cowboy of the group is this bald-headed, bearded dude. During that crazy shootout at the old people's house, he took a bullet to the gut.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that.
That was a good just let me go, guys. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Like death for him.
He had a good death.
I still think back to No Time to Die and James Bond dying. Like,
this was a better death than that.
There were I hate to say this, but every death in this movie landed better than James Bond's death.
Absolutely. That I will give it.
Every death in this movie landed better than 007 himself.
And you felt for these people because if anything, they didn't build up any of the character, but for whatever reason, they really did shine during their deaths.
Yes.
And I mean, it really it was like
this movie just needed energy. It needed energy, it needed story, and that.
It was too little, too late at every single turn.
Yeah, it was just a montage of like deaths and 28 Days Later and Children of Men and like grim movies at grimmovies.com.
Yeah, exactly. It was, it was exactly that.
But even this bunker shootout was pretty badass.
Yeah,
the way people died and the grenade, like grenade, and they had to like catch the grenade and stuff. Like it was intense.
Yeah. So the way we get to this bunker is they're skating now, and that dude who they're in that boat. The guy who got shot, he ends up, he's literally dying the entire way. So he gets in the boat, and Noomi Rapace and Mr. Come Out of Nowhere guy and the sniper dude, they go and just explore the boat to see what's going on, and they all hear a gunshot, and it's the guy who took himself out because he was dying. And and that's how the sniper, who's he's a kid. The sniper is a kid because obviously the sniper is the smallest person. Again,
I know, right? Sniper's the smallest person.
Yeah. So the sniper is the smallest person, and he's the one who finally is like over all this death. And the guy who came out of nowhere opens the thing, and now we're here. And so now we're skating over to this bunker shootout, which is pretty crazy. They were like skating, and all of a sudden they start getting shot at from this island.
Yeah, but they end up on the island too.
Yeah, because the sniper is like he's pretty badass.
Oh, the good sniper.
Yeah, the good sniper, our sniper, we'll call him.
Not
the Cobra Command sniper.
Yeah, not the Cobra Command sniper.
That guy got his face blown off.
The Mighty Duck sniper.
Yeah, the Mighty Duck sniper. What did I call this? I said this movie is the Mighty Ducks War Games.
That's the thing. These guys should they
should have owned that.
Do you know how much better this movie would have landed if it was like Will Ferrell, John Heder, Bill?
If it was
Bruce Willis,
a little shticky.
Yes.
That's all it needed.
That movie would have landed so much better if it was like the team from Armageddon.
Yeah,
they
would have gone up 2 letter grades.
Bruce Willis, Steve Buscemi, Ben Affleck, all these like idiots.
Yeah.
Like
it would have been great. It would have been like what? Give me a second. What's that movie from Quentin Tarantino where you got Mr. White,
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. It could have been their Reservoir Dogs.
And not only that, go look back at what is the like the Magnificent Seven. Like this could have been a Magnificent Seven movie, or they needed it could have been the A-Team. Like that's what I'm saying. It's missing. It's missing energy
for a straight
this
home release.
Needed energy.
Yeah, we want energy. Like I want to be going. Like I want to watch this movie because it had it almost there in its grasp. I would have loved to actually gone over, got some popcorn, made some popcorn,
needed
and
some
watched
Nick Cage, man.
It did.
This movie needed some Cage him.
It did, man. It needs some pig action.
Oh God,
so much better movie. I said that weird.
So much better movie.
So much.
It's okay. It's the original classic.
You know what? I'm going to stick with it. It is an original classic. Trademarked.
Yeah. Patent pending. Oh boy, yeah. So after the shootout, it really is just Noomi Rapace and the traitor dude
who is now this knight in shining armor,
who's now the good guy trying to save society.
Yeah.
And somehow they both so she's got the sniper rifle and they're like shooting at each other, right?
Well, no. So what? Let's get to the tragic death of our sniper here. So what happens? They make it to this bunker because our sniper guy took out the Cobra Command sniper. So they get in there, and then Mr. Knight in Shining Armor guy is like, "Hey, I will take first watch tonight. You guys get some shut eye." And so obviously this guy who wants to protect the world is not going to let Noomi Rapace deliver these freaking bioweapons. So of course she wakes up and he is long gone on the ice, and of course they get ambushed
again by Cobra Command.
Yeah, Cobra Command comes up in their snow and ghillie suits and stuff, and just start trying to shoot and stuff. You know what a ghillie suit is, right?
Yeah. It's like a super camo suit.
Yeah, super camo. They're super rad.
But this would be an Arctic ghillie suit.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
It's in the Arctic.
I played the first Rainbow Six games, the one that mattered.
Yeah,
dude. Remember Rogue Spear had like all the Arctic
Tom
stuff.
Clancy's Splinter Cell, the freaking second one.
Do you remember who the voice of the original Splinter Cell was?
No.
Sam Fisher. It was Michael Ironsides.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he had that big booming voice.
Oh man, he was so good.
Yeah,
so good. Chaos Theory, the best one of the bunch. That was, I think, number 3. I still
don't know. I don't.
It was so visceral.
The new Rainbow Six games are all multiplayer, and I'm not big on solo multiplayer. I like a campaign. I like a story to matter.
Yeah, I like to just sometimes get home and play something when I have like 5 minutes to do it.
Hey, I know a guy
Yeah.
who just got an 85-inch TV and hasn't connected a PlayStation to it yet.
It's fantastic.
Oh, man.
It is a ginormous wall of television.
This guy cannot wait to play Mortal Kombat
And
11.
this other guy can't wait to show up and just watch because it's more fun to just sit down and eat popcorn. Anyway.
Yeah, man, I got lots of popcorn.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I know a guy who's got popcorn.
Anyway,
Back here.
what happened? So now, of course, they get ambushed, and of course, Noomi Rapace is freaking Sarah Connor 2.0, just taking everybody out, doing these guys dirty, and the one guy who slips through throws a grenade, and the sniper guy goes and reaches for it, and blows his face off. Face off, Nick Cage, John Travolta. Pulp Fiction.
So the guy gets the traitor, but he's a good guy now. Gets away.
Oh, Noomi Rapace got shot in the stomach. Also,
in the side or something, and she's shooting at him as he's trying to get away with the vials.
Yeah, she somehow catches up to a perfectly able-bodied grown man.
Yeah.
On skates while she has a wound and is carrying a freaking probably 50-pound sniper rifle because this is a hefty boy.
Yeah. Somehow.
It's got those no, this one didn't have the 50 cal slugs in it, but it had some pretty big rounds in there, man.
Yeah, I don't know because I was just watching this and I kind of they both kind of passed out at this point. They fought each other.
So she shoots him. I think she hits him in the arm and he passes out from blood loss, and she doesn't realize it, but she just landed on the secret island where her daughter is, and I don't know why.
So they made it. Yeah. So they were really just a run away from salvation.
Yeah.
Even though like there was
just got
the Cobra, the Cobra Command was just 25 feet away, super soaker distance.
Super soaker.
Dude, a super soaker in the Arctic would mess you up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Especially the spray one, it like confuse you for a second, and then you get hit with a jet right in the face.
Dude, I had a super soaker CPS, like the big one.
Dude, I had the big one they needed a strap for.
Oh,
it was like
that's what I got. That's what I got. That's the CPS.
With the multi nozzles.
Yes.
Oh my god, that
Constant
was a
pressure
game
system.
changer. Heck yeah.
That one, I remember it would shoot like a big thick bolt at people, and there's
yeah.
People like fall over when you hit them. Dude, super soakers were like the shit for a while.
Kids don't get it, man.
Kids
nowadays
suck these days.
You get hit in the face with a super soaker right in the eyeball.
Oh man!
Get up and throw another cheapy little.
He would start crying and be like, "Oh my god, it offended me."
Go home. You ever get pistol whipped with a super soaker? It's not fun.
Yeah. It was funny when you used to shoot people with super soakers. They're like, ah! Then you shoot them.
You shoot them again,
or you shoot
in their mouth.
No, I shoot them in the crotch, and they'd be like, "Oh, look who peed himself."
Like, no, if they cried, they just shot around in their mouth. They're like,
oh, that was awesome. It's like shooting people in like the back of the head and it just like came out of their
best.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
dude, if I had a shower head that was that powerful, that would be the best.
The best shower ever, man.
Dude. Do you think anyone ever invented like a pump shower head? Just like so you get like,
you
like
just
a couple
pressure
of,
load it.
Yeah, just a couple of good pressure loads just in the back of the head. Oh my god, it feels so good. So black crab
is weird. Yeah, so now they've landed.
So now this movie has become 28 days later.
Oh man. This faceless enemy somehow still exists.
The faceless enemy still exists, but they are in a both Noomi Rapace and Hero Trader guy.
GoldenEye secret base.
Yeah, they're in a base. Now, yeah, exactly. They
really are.
The GoldenEye secret base, the dam.
Yes, that's exactly where
James Bond got away.
Well, as soon as that came up, my phone went off, and I have the pause music as my ringtone for GoldenEye, and I was like, "This was the most perfect thing."
Remember GoldenEye? Remember the movie had like the craziest like techno music?
Yeah, it was a wild one, man. That was watching the movie going, "This is." You're having a night at the Roxbury.
Dude, I liked
wrecking people.
People didn't like the score to GoldenEye because they thought it was too techno-y.
No, man, it was fantastic.
I thought it made it so cool. And like,
it did.
It made Pierce Brosnan look cool.
Pierce Brosnan was cool.
He wasn't cool.
November Man.
You just made him uncool again.
We have way too much movie knowledge. This is why you should listen, subscribe, hit those notifications.
Obviously, they are listening if they're here. Weirdo.
Pass it on.
There you go. Tell somebody. See that guy next to you. Tell him. Be like, dude, listen to this podcast.
These guys are hilarious.
He went there. Oh yeah. So they're at the GoldenEye secret base with Cobra Commander apparently still 25 feet away, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
They apparently, if they ever figure out to ice skate, they'll make it over.
And then Noomi Rapace gets woken up she gets woken up and she's in like it feels like the scene from 28 Days Later from The Walking Dead when Rick Grimes wakes up. It was literally that.
And Resident Evil movies. The exact same thing for all three movies.
For all three movies. It's the exact same preface here. So she wakes up and she's walking all bloodied up and, you know, covered in bandages and whatnot. And she gets stopped by the male nurse.
Just like, what's it called?
It was
Prometheus. Remember Prometheus?
Holy
She was all
crap, just
jacked up
like
too.
Yeah. There you go. This is apparently they saw it and they're like, we're gonna copy that.
I know.
And then she gets sat down. They're like, you're missing 3 toes.
Yeah, she got. I think she was missing fingers too.
No, her fingers were fine.
Oh,
her
really?
digits were fine. Her toes were gone.
Oh, okay.
It's like woof.
Yeah, she had really bad frostbite.
frostbite.
But they give her all kinds of medals for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're a hero now, even though like you
You've been
just got
promoted
here.
to Sergeant Class 2 or something.
Like, let her like take a freaking like week off before
Yeah,
you start.
they made
like,
her get dressed and everything. and
Yeah, they
stand
made
up.
her. They made her get her dress clothes, like
Yeah.
her dress uniform, whatever. I didn't know she was part of the army. I thought she was just like, like you know, like you said, Terminator 2, like Future Wars.
Yes,
like chick.
exactly what it was.
But apparently, she had a military rank and everything. But
Yeah.
but where they came from, she was just the girl on the train that they let out eventually.
Yeah, it's so.
This movie needed cool people. This movie needed like Snake Plissken, and, like Kurt Russell with an eye patch, like helping everybody. They needed like Duke Nukem, man.
They tried to have him, but he got shot in the stomach.
I know. But anyway, so now Cool. They also found Cool Dude, who seems fine, by the way.
Yeah, he just got shot in the arm, so he has like an arm sling.
Yeah, so
and he also, if you notice, he also has the exact same awards pinned to his breast. He's also a military hero.
But here's the thing now. They apparently lied to Noomi Rapace.
Yeah.
Her daughter's not there, and they don't know where her daughter is.
So she goes,
even though they had a picture of her somehow.
Yeah, and she
like a
goes
new picture of her.
off on her freaking commanding officer and like breaks her face.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And her commanding officer was like some old lady.
She looked like a gremlin.
I got one better.
Looked like a troll
she
in Central
looked
Park.
like the guy who played all the Oompa Loompas in Johnny Depp's Charlie and Chocolate
she
Factory.
did.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
She did.
Yeah. So she looked like that guy, but like a big woman somehow. Who looked like an Oompa Loompa.
It was super off-putting, man. It was very off-putting.
Why didn't she ice skate across the thing?
Oh man. So now
she'll show you how to do it.
Yeah. So we're at this weird thing. Actually, she's the other commando. She's the other commando.
So yeah, this movie goes full 28 days later now because
so now they tell her to go back, and she ends up laying down out of her dress clothes, and she busts a Sarah Connor instead of the injection thing. She takes a scalpel because why would of course.
Yeah,
would have a scalpel.
her and not Trader Dude now go on a 28 days later run to stop the VX gas from getting out.
Together they make Solid Snake.
Yeah, Solid Snake, Metal Gear Snake.
So many game references here.
Oh boy! So she gets shot up or something.
Yeah.
Right? She gets shot up. For some reason, no one notices that he's part of it because they're wearing biosuits.
You know, so they're wearing biosuits. They
we had a pandemic, and I have not seen anyone in a biosuit.
Yeah,
you ever notice that?
Yeah,
remember all the movies about pandemics?
Yeah,
everyone's in biosuits. Like, oh no,
Contagion.
Yeah, remember 12 monkeys and stuff.
12 monkeys.
People in biosuits, not one biosuit.
Not one biosuit,
dude. Drop the ball, Fauci.
Yeah, man.
I wanted biosuits. I wanted people in biosuits at street corners.
Yeah, but if you fart in your biosuit, you're wrecked.
Dude, if I fart after like a big bowl minute, I'm wrecked anyway.
Look, my house is a biosuit. Oh, this is the worst.
Dude, there was a day that we canceled because we seriously had really bad gas and didn't want to get stuck in the set. Remember that? You're like, yeah, man, I don't know if we should do it today. I got like the world's worst farts. But dude, me too.
Just guy things. You guys got to call... You got to call a mulligan when the body is not
this
cooperating.
happens.
This is what happens when you're entering your mid and late 30s.
Code brown.
Yeah. Brown spackle.
But anyway, back to this movie, Black Crab. Oh, by the way, the other reason why this movie is called Black Crab is because that's the operation they were on. And whenever they would meet somebody who they thought was a friend, they would say, "Who are you? Black Crab."
Black Crab. And they're like, Black Crab.
And they said it in like Norwegian or wherever the hell this movie's from is like Black Crabben.
Yeah.
Black Crabben.
Oh man, it was so good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So no one thought the Trader Dude was a Trader Dude. So he actually ended up getting away on the helicopter.
Yeah. Well, and those big like.
Chinook helicopters, like the big
Chinooks.
carriers.
Yeah, so they're on this giant platform where there's like 3 of them taking off, and she has a grenade that's unpinned.
Attached. She has a grenade that's unpinned with the handle, with the dead man handle, and it's taped to the vials that they got from the bio rooms from all the biosuit people.
Yeah.
And then like the Oompa Loompa lady's like, don't do it. We'll find your daughter. And she's like, I'm doing this for my daughter.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for my daughter.
So of course she walks right off the edge of this super tall platform.
Well, you remember James Bond when he jumped over the thing, but he had a bungee? She didn't have a bungee.
Yeah.
that was it. She didn't have a bungee.
She had a kabungee.
Yeah, she just jumped over the James Bond dam.
Yeah, and the camera's like watching it from
But it was like
Mr.
the
Not
rock
Trader's
side,
face.
so it didn't look like a dam. But
yeah.
So she explodes
Mid-flight
with the thing.
And then the end scene is her falling into the water with her daughter.
With her daughter in like a weird, like sexy embrace.
Sexy.
I'm serious.
It was a motherly embrace. Grow up, Peter Pan.
I'm trying to think of a Michael Jackson joke, but I can't. Oh my gosh, she keeps losing her babies.
Yeah, and then that's it. That is the end scene, and everyone is disappointed.
And then the music in the credits, I think, was kind of weird too.
I didn't find out. I just straight up stopped the movie and was like, "This was a waste of evening."
I know someone threw a rock through my window. I'm like, "You saw a black crab." Oh boy! So we'll just get into letter grades.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I will give this movie a D+. What was this movie even trying to be? And what felt like a movie trying to find its footing, we are thrust into weird time jumps, a faceless enemy, and no real emotion to tie us into any of the protagonists. All of this for a subpar ending with no answers to anything. What a waste. The deaths were good. That's why it gets a D+.
Yeah, I gave it a little better. I gave it a C+. The good news is a lot of the action lands, and there's some solid enough acting to keep this movie watchable. However, Black Crab's bizarre story mechanic took itself too seriously and would have been even better if it was served with more camp and energy. That's what I thought.
That's a good thought.
Because I don't know, it just took itself too seriously.
Yeah.
It took itself too bizarrely, and I maybe they were trying to go artsy fartsy and like maybe they're the bad guys or maybe they're the bad guys, but like ultimately it's like Cobra Command fighting G.I. Joe team.
Exactly.
Like,
it was,
but like we don't know.
You weren't really sure,
and they didn't play that. The only scene where that played was that dinner scene.
Yeah,
because like if it was like Russians versus the French, we know who the Russians are, we know who the French are, right? But the thing about this was like, old lady and her husband, like maybe they're bad.
Yep.
Like.
And of course they are bad.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, like, why didn't they just? I guess they didn't want to get caught, so that's why they didn't helicopter through this no man's land ocean or whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess we're just gonna send out the ice skaters. But I'm pretty sure humans show up better on infrared on the ice. I don't know. I feel like they would have found these.
They're pumping on ice, man. They're trying to get through.
Yeah, I feel like they would have found these idiots. It also looked like. Right? Have you ever gone to an ice skating rink and like it's like minute 25 and then you're like minute 3 you're like minute 2
I've actually never even been on the ice like
Really?
that to ice skate. I mean, I've been on ice, but not to ice skate. I have sat next to an ice rink and had a beer, but you know,
losers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whenever I get on the ice, the first thing I realize like, oh my god, it's so slippery.
I don't need any of that. I need some sure footing is what I want.
Sure footing
Just
is
like
good.
this movie failed to grab.
Okay, well anyway, that has been our hot take on Black Crab. Thank you for listening to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification.
It's back, baby.
Do what you can. We are back, and in case you didn't notice, this is our brand new set. It looks completely different. I'm your host, Marc Robocop, joined once again by Mr. Openet. We will catch you next time. What new set?
This movie gave me crabs.
Oh, me too.